Join me island hopping around the Greek Cyclades for 2 weeks using ferries to get around. This video will take you to my third and favourite island destination of this trip. I will be spending 3 days in Milos, an island full of geological wonders, volcanic beaches, emerald green sea, lunar-like white rock landscapes and magical sea caves. The other 2 island destinations I'm covering in separate videos are Santorini and Mykonos, which were more touristy. And I'll be finishing the trip on the mainland in Athens. Good morning! It is my first day in Milos. I got here last night after a 3-hour ferry ride from Mykonos. Today I'll be spending the whole day on the boat sailing around the island, the best way to explore and to get an overall picture. We set off at Adamas port. This is also where my ferry arrived and where my accommodation is based. Along the way we'll be stopping at 3 spots for a swim, all of which are apparently only accessible via boat. Polyaigos, Gerakas, and ending at a stunning old pirate hideout, Kleftiko. These holes in the rocks here are Christian catacombs, which in ancient times were used as burial chambers. This is Klima, a strip of colourful, traditional fishermen houses. The houses were originally painted in different colours so that their owners could recognise them more easily from sea. Some of them are even rentable on Airbnb. We are passing the Arkoudes, which translates into bears. This rock is known as Bear Rock. Looking at it, you can probably guess where the name came from. In the distance here, you can see Sarakiniko, the surreal lunar-like landscaped beach. Make sure to stick around as I'll be taking you there later on in the video. This is Glaronisia, also known as the Seagull Island. This rare geological rock formation consists out of volcanic effusive rock that has crystallized into hexagonal columns. Very impressive. We are approaching the small, uninhabited island next to Milos, called Polyaigos, which translates into many goats since goats live here. This is where our first swim stop will be, with beautiful clear turquoise waters surrounded by volcanic cliffs. Back on the boat and heading on. In the distance here you can see Thiorichia Beach, with its multicolored sulfide rocks and the abandoned sulfur mine. Gerakas Beach here will be our second swim stop. It is surrounded by natural white rock formations with sandslides formed of perlite. Unfortunately, due to the clouds, you are not able to see just how turquoise the waters here can be. What many don't realise is that the beach has small thermal water spots. The volcanic activity produces hot gas bubbles emerging from the seabed. Here we are passing Tsigrado Beach. Remember this spot, as we will be visiting it later on in the video. It is accessed by climbing down a narrow crack in the rock and down this steep ladder. Looks like we're approaching beautiful Kleftiko. This place with crystal clear turquoise waters, impressive rock formations and its sea caves was once a famous pirate hideout. Today it's one of Milos' most popular spots.
Bye-bye!
The waters here are truly magical, a snorkelling paradise. We're slowly heading back. Here we are passing Cape Vanny, with massive red rock cliffs, and where until the 1920s a manganese mine operated. We're almost back at Adamas. You can't imagine how great my day has been. I'll leave the sailing trip info below if anyone is interested. It is my second day and I'm on my way to Tsigrado Beach, which you already saw from the distance during the sailing trip. I'm going around via public transport, so my base in Adamas is perfect, as it gives me easy access to buses, boats and ferries, and has a great selection of restaurants and accommodations. The buses aren't frequent at all though, and this limits you to maybe one destination per day, and you'll need to plan your time extremely well. Milos is looking pretty windy for the rest of my stay here, with strong winds coming from the north. But since Tsigrado Beach is on the south side of the island, it is a little sheltered. In order to access the beach, you have to climb down the ladder and walk through the narrow crack in between the rocks. The climb is not too tricky. People manage to do it with flip-flops and bags. The beach itself is very small, but the descent was a pretty fun adventure. The rocks and many caves in the area make it an interesting spot for snorkeling. Since I'm here via bus, I need to make sure I leave early enough. There's usually a queue to get back up the ladder, and the walk to the station also takes a while. A little further you can find another beach, which is more easily accessible and has more facilities. This is my third and last day in Milos, and I am at the breathtaking Sarakiniko beach, which you already got a glimpse of during the sailing trip. The volcanic rock formations have been sculpted by the wind and the sea over several millennia and form this surreal lunar-like landscape. Right next to the inlet here, you will find this abandoned mine tunnel. Watch your step, as the places in between the light sections are pitch black. Use your phone as a torch. I love the beautiful window patterns alternating between light and shade. It is still very windy, and unfortunately, since we are on the north side of the island, we are fully exposed to the wind, so it's too dangerous to jump from the rocks and swim. I'll just have to come back. make sure you wear glasses when it's windy. You'll get sand blown into your eyes otherwise. Milos was truly magical, and I'm definitely planning to come back. I'm heading to my last destination of this trip, to Athens. Stay tuned and I'll see you there.